RWBY, 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 RWBY. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. It's time for RWBY Chibi.
That it is. That it is. Episode 6, if I believe so, sir.
I mean, it is right on the screen there, so, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Thank you for that.
Anytime, buddy. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
So these are pretty good.
Yeah?
I'm sort of wondering if we're going to get more, like, you know, we got callbacks in the last episode. We got callbacks to older jokes. Like the very first episode, you know, now that's a katana.
Yeah.
You know, more subtle jabs at themselves.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what's happening because the first few episodes, I was like, okay, so they're just going to use this as a vehicle to make jokes. And then episode 5 was really where I was like, okay, they're getting more complex with this.
Yeah.
More complex, a little bit more self-referential. All right. So I'm hoping that episode 6 is going to keep that going.
I can see that. I mean, and this series, at first I was not sure how I'd be able to handle it.
Yeah,
but overall, it has really surprised me.
Yeah, like we were getting a lot of quick jokes early on, and now we're sort of transitioning to, you know, still getting some of the quick jokes, but getting some longer running stuff and, you know, more involved comedy.
Yeah, and also we're getting running jokes that go in different ones. That go in like concurrent episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
And not only that, but you don't have to see the last one to find it funny.
It's true, and
yeah.
that's a very tricky thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's coming along. It's coming along.
So
let's see what episode 6 has for us, shall we?
All right.
All right.
Oh, RTX. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, and do they still have air conditioning? That's important.
Summer of Animation.
Huh. That's new.
Oh, yeah. Camp is out.
Oh, okay.
RWBY
That's that
Chibi.
thing I kept wondering what it was. Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, the Achievement Hunter's up there.
Yeah, the Achievement.
Yeah, and look who's missing.
Yeah, no, Ray's covered up. No, that's...
I know, right?
That's Ray. Huh.
Ugh, Oobleck is the worst. Not as bad as Professor Peach.
I like her.
It was Gavin
yeah,
that was
but
covered.
she's not around very often.
Ah.
RWBY, it's time for class.
Ah.
Camp comic book.
Good.
Oh, crazy kids.
You're one to talk.
Not like this. Not like this.
Oh no! That's not okay.
No capes. Oh,
Rude.
Jean.
Dude, not cool.
The man with two souls.
Uh-oh.
The man with two souls.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
How? The man with 4 souls? What? No. Uh-uh. All right.
Use the man with two souls 1.
No, it's too big. Well, maybe it'll be all right. Okay. All right.
Hey.
Skills.
Oh.
Yep.
John?
Nope. Nobody saw anything.
Bumblebee, more like...
Hey guys,
What?
check out who we found.
What?
Oh.
You're okay. How are you even here?
What do you mean?
I mean, I was checked out. Never happened. But nope. Everything's
Not canon.
fine. Kira is fine. Nothing bad ever happened. Ever.
So
Okay.
you guys want to keep doing comedy segments?
That sounds lovely.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
By the way, that short was called The Fourth Wall.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Wow.
No, you know what? I'm in. All right.
Oh.
Nothing bad ever happened. Good.
Okay. I wish instead Nora would have just said not canon. And
Yeah. Just like this isn't canon. It's fine.
it's just like, and they're just like, but and Ruby just keeps questioning it, and Nora just pulls out her hammer and is like, not canon.
Yep.
And Ruby's just like, okay.
Yeah. No, the way they handled this was good though.
I thought so too.
I like
I thought
it.
so as well.
Whew. I mean for a moment there you had the little bit where your heart just sort of dropped a little bit, didn't you? And you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, it dropped.
No.
It dropped just
Not like this.
It dropped just like Pyrrha's. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
We'll see.
Okay. So
Something bad might happen.
I just hope it's not to me.
Who else is here, Nate?
That thermostat. Or not the thermostat, but the humidifier.
Nope.
Not my computer.
Nope.
The Dragon Balls?
You face.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. You will be.
Okay, so I'm interested to see for the future episodes of this if they're going to do skits involving Pyrrha, Nora, Ren, and John.
Well, so I wasn't sure at the beginning whether it was just going to be Team RWBY or if they were going to start bringing in other characters. And then they brought in Jean.
Yeah.
Which I was like, all right, Jean's a pretty good
He's
fall
a good
guy.
comedic character.
Yeah, I mean he's a really good fall guy.
Yeah.
And then, looking at it, Pyrrha and Ren are pretty excellent as just straight men.
Yeah.
The element of seriousness to make the comedy more funny.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. And Nora also fits in here really well as sort of a really good Nora's a very comedic character anyway.
Yeah, she's a screwball.
Yes. So yeah, I'm wondering if hopefully they'll keep Team Juniper. Hopefully we'll get more. Because I'd like to see I've forgotten her name.
Huh?
The other main faunus that we see.
Oh.
Is it Velvet? Is that her name?
From Team Coffee.
Yes.
I think it is Velvet.
Who, the bunny ears in the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, her. I'd like to see her in this because she seems cool.
I could see that.
I just want to see more characters in this.
Yeah, well, we've grown to love the character.
Yeah. Or in some cases, hate the characters.
God, do we hate them in some ways?
Uh-huh. Well, to be fair, we hate most of the characters you're supposed to hate. Micah hates some of the characters you're supposed to like. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He hates. Well, he used to hate Jean especially in the beginning.
Now he just mildly dislikes Jean.
No, well, he's better with Jean.
Yeah.
Because the kicker with the whole kicker with Jean is Micah just didn't like how stereotypical he was, and also how he lied.
Kind of a trope, yeah.
Yeah, and as he's broken out of the trope over time, and he's actually developed a character, he's actually been developed as a better character. And once they got him out of of the bully arc was one that I felt they could have, because that's something that I think that is a fallback in which I'm guilty of it in some of the stuff I've written.
See,
I mean,
here's how I look at it. I see that as an episode. They ran that 2 episodes, if not longer.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, you could resolve this in 1 episode.
Yeah.
And be done. I mean, I appreciate that you used it sort of as a cliffhanger, but
running it through like that,
yeah,
it presents a problem.
I mean, people do enjoy seeing the bullies get their comeuppance. Like,
yeah,
I would not be surprised if we saw bad things happen to Cardin Winchester in this. And I'd be okay with that.
I would as well.
Just like all the pies in the face at once.
Either that or he gets hit in the face with a Tumbleswye. And
ooh,
you remember Tumbleswye?
Oh, I remember.
And
it's just like thinking about how Zwei actually is in the main series. It's like he's dead.
Well,
dead.
He gets hit by Tumbleswye, and Tumbleswye is like in his face, and he like pulls him out. He's like, "Huh?
Yep.
And
then it's just
like random cutaway to Cardin just getting smacked in the face with Tumbleswye.
Yep.
And maybe
I'm okay with that.
And maybe he gets hit in the face a little too hard and he gets angry and he's like, "Aww."
No, we can't make him that likable.
No, and then okay.
Well, like I want to see Professor Port and Oobleck.
Yeah,
I want to see those two show up.
Well,
I think you could get somewhere with those. Like you could get some comedy out of those two.
I'd like to see Ryan cut loose as Professor Port in these.
Ooh, yeah.
And he could give them he could be out just skeet shooting, and it's just like pull, and it fires 10 of them, and he's like
yep,
and just like destroying them,
and everybody's just going yep.
But okay.
the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of places they could go with this,
yes.
and
Tremendous
bringing in
places.
more characters makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Well,
It gives you more options to work with. Yeah,
That's what you gotta do.
so.
As long as they're coming in naturally and you aren't forcing them in.
Also, we've now completely confirmed, totally non-canon, you guys.
Totally.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
There's
It
nothing to
didn't
worry
happen.
about. How are you?
Ugh.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Jen Brown's still working on the show. She voices one of the newscasters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and so she's still around. So there you go.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Rooster Teeth, they're good about keeping people, keeping good relationships with people even though that they've moved on. That's just like Erin as Blake Belladonna. She's moved on to other things, but yet she's still part of the Rooster Teeth family in some way.
Yep.
And it's just like Ray. I mean, he left right when X-Ray and Vav was starting to take off.
Yeah.
And then they called him back for season 2.
Well, I mean, he had said that he'd come back to work on X-Ray and Vav.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah.
And I think he's kept a good relationship with Rooster Teeth, even though he's doing his own thing.
I mean, I think they sort of had to understand, yeah, we sort of get why you're going. That makes
which, as Ray put it, you have to find your own happiness, and if the opportunity presents itself, you can't be afraid to
go for it. Yeah.
And to find what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And there are going to be people who doubt you. There are going to be people who tell you that it's not worth it. They'll say stick to what you know. I ran into that in my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into that, with people telling me that
you keep running into that. I think
what with what I'm doing on here isn't real. They say that it's not real, and then the kind of come to Jesus moment.
That's a good description for it.
The good
actually.
come to Jesus moment they had was when, previously I had to have a job to pay all my bills.
Mm-hmm.
When I not only was starting to pay all my bills, but I was also paying for renovations at the outpost.
Yep.
That was kind of the come to Jesus moment for everybody.
Yeah, and they're just like, wait.
And they're just like, where are you getting all this money from? And I'm just like,
Don't
told you.
Don't even worry about it.
It's just like, I already
It's like
told
you already know where it's
you
coming
just
from.
Didn't
You just
wanna
wanted to
believe
deny.
Me. You didn't want to believe me. And you know what? That's not my fault. Is it my fault that you refused to believe in me? No. I believed in myself this whole time. And people will always be like that,
yeah.
guys. There'll always be people who doubt you because part of them don't want you to succeed because they want you to feel just as bad as they do, and they will drag you down there, and you can't let them.
All right, we got to get out of here. I have to punch you after we cut this.
Okay, so
all right. So this has been RWBY Chibi.
Yeah.
Better. I think it's still steadily improving.
Yes.
I like it.
I do as well.
Yeah. So thank you all for coming to hang out. Check in the description. We've got a link to the original. Go watch it because these guys.
Check
you
out
should show
Rooster
these guys
Teeth.
some love.
Yeah.
Also in the description, there's links to our other channel
All
where
the various other
I
endeavors.
play too much Fallout.
Way too much.
We also play a lot of Mass Effect,
yes, we do.
and we got to get something else going on there.
Yeah, we do.
We'll figure it out. We're
Yeah, we
working
will,
on it.
yeah.
Time is one of those tricky things because we've only got so much of it,
Yes.
and we do have to sleep eventually.
Eventually.
If you like this, hey, leave a comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us if there's something you want us to watch. If you thought that our opinions were wrong, let us know. Keep it civil.
Yes.
Keep it civil. That's all we ask.
That's all.
No ad hominem attacks, please.
Yes.
And hey, if you want to see more of these, maybe hit subscribe. We put out a lot of videos.
Yeah.
So
At least once every day.
anyway, I'm Ben. That's Nate. And we'll see you next time.
Okay.